Aqua Maternity is an online business operating out of the Geelong home of ERIN MCGOWAN. 5% of her sales come from New Zealand. So Rebecca Burrows from Australia Post is here to advise ERIN on how best to ramp up her international sales.
If all of a sudden you woke up one morning and you had, a real influx of those orders coming from New Zealand, hundreds of orders starting to come in internationally on a regular basis, how are you placed in terms of scaling to deal with that?
We're in a good position in that we have upgraded our technology recently. So our website, the turnaround of that many orders, I guess it would just be the actual manpower to pack the parcel and take it down to the post office.
Yeah.
So if we were lucky enough to have that on a consistent basis, then we would probably just need to look at hiring some extra labour.
Have you thought about other markets you might look to target?
Oh, we would love to branch into the US market. If we manage to do well in New Zealand, a great stepping stone would be head to the US. Obviously, they have a number of pregnancies over there every year, and there is a really big market now for maternity fashion.
Definitely spend some time exploring that. But where I think you've probably got some really amazing opportunities, and our research sort of shows great opportunity for Australian businesses, is in the growing middle classes that are really right on our doorstep, so into Asia. Mm-hmm. And indeed, women's fashion is a really big trend in terms of export potential for small businesses out of Australia, so you're in a fantastic opportunity there.
Yeah.
So I would start with actually researching where is it that would be great for you to go. Because for any small business, the investment, both in terms of your time, which is often the biggest investment, but also the money that it takes to start branching out. So I would say choose a market and start doing some research into, what are consumers looking for in that market. Selling through something like Lazada or Alibaba, depending on where you're looking to go, would be a great place for you to start.
So how do I know which market to enter?
So the first thing I always say is you need to make sure that people in that market actually want your product. So, is there demand? Yes, there's pregnant women in every single market, hopefully. But, do they want products like what you have, or would you need to tweak, and would you be willing to do that if they did? The other thing is actually managing the risks to your business. So actually looking at, what kind of protection will be available for you operating into and out of any of these markets. And that will vary based on the product that you're selling and actually the regulations in those countries. So doing a little bit of that due diligence first to actually see, well, what are all the risks that I have and the opportunities that I have, and which one makes the most sense for me to do. The other one is, what opportunity are you actually ready to capitalise on? So lots of people talk about going into China. And China is a huge opportunity for lots of businesses, but it's, if it's this big, and you actually, to have great success, will do better going into, a smaller market that's got less risk associated. So a Singapore or a Hong Kong, can offer you a really great entry point into Asia without some of the risks that you'd face going into some other markets.